EdwardReviewer.com. I have session number 3 of the Earth's core project here. But first, if I can get these arranged here. Again, here is the tasking set up by Dustin Newcomb. Earth's core, all these different variables in here. Complexities of the core's relationship to the center of our galaxy, called the Milky Way galaxy. Complexities of the core's relationship with other planets and planetoids in or outside of our solar system. Complexities of the core's relationship with the star, our star called the Sun. Earth's core's relationship with electrical forces. I just want to point some of those variables out as I go into this third session, but I want to point something out here from the second session where I was going through this process here of these sparkly things here that reminded me of like a photon or something like that. And there was this kind of harmonic wave system happening here. And then this idea of some kind of an antenna picking up these particles or this stream going through it, and a big block of ice here and all that kind of stuff. So the big block of ice is some kind of an antenna, and it's picking up something that's flying through. I'm going through and I'm getting this idea that it's an array. I don't know how to spell that, and I'm not even familiar with this technology. But it's picking up these things as they're zipping through. So in the last video, somebody posted a comment to look up the this neutrino detector in Antarctica. And they called the Ice Cube. So I looked it up, Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory. And this is a neutrino observatory in Antarctica. And I looked up a video. It was really interesting what they're doing. But they have this thing here. This is a visual of what they're doing. What they're doing is they're drilling these holes into the ice sheet, and it's an array. So I had the array element, and they're putting these detection devices down in the ice. And they're apparently when these neutrinos, particles or whatever they are, when they hit the ice, I think they slow down a little bit. And then I think that's what happens. And then these detectors are picking up, they're catching them or whatever. This is one of them here. And they're catching them. Let me see if they got a different diagram here. This I don't know. This is some high-end engineering and science that I don't understand. But that was very interesting to me. That's interesting because that's what I was picking up here. An array picking up these particles, and there's a big block of ice. So this is interesting because this neutrino thing now has piqued my curiosity. Okay, so that's a little recap there of part 2 from some feedback that I got from somebody from a comment. So thank you for that feedback in the comments. All right, now let's go to session number 3. I was asked to look at the rhythmic pattern and the shimmering lights again. Go, explore the rhythmic pattern, explore rhythmic lights. Okay, no problem. This was on the 19th of October. October 19th, 5:45 in the evening. Natural, energetic. I'm going through my stage 1s here. Getting some stuff here, steamy and moving and zipping and inside. I'm getting this notion of forming or manifestation I don't even know what I don't know what I was picking up there. Then my AI is, I'm getting excited. Something is, my curiosity is getting triggered here. And here, boom, right back. I'm back with these two guys. Right here again. These two. These two come back to visit. Now again, this is horizontal because of the scanning and the way that I tilt my paper. But you'll see everything here in this session if you watch the video coming up. An interaction, idea of these two showing up, moving, communicating, moving back and forth. These two guys came back for a visit here. Very cool. Very cool. Here they are again, zipping in, moving in. Feels like some kind of communication between them. Like partners. These two come flying in. These two, there's a communication here. I felt there was a communication with these two particles. Move to the communication and describe it. What is being communicated? Transmitting, detectors, these little guys zipping around like beams connecting, attaching like a web. Entangled, they were just all kind of moving along together. It was very cool. Going further, like they are all over, coming and going. The ideas of, I got the idea of Earth. And there they are, they're shooting up and down, they're just flying everywhere. Energy, like it's bombarding the Earth with cosmic rays. Like rays hitting, it was spectacular. There was somewhere, somebody had sent me, well, I was looking this up. I looked and I found a video. Let me see if I can get an image here, like what I was seeing. Well, this is an interesting image. That's interesting because, as per what I'm about to show you in this session. What's this? Constant rain of Earth penetrating muons, I think, and neutrinos from cosmic ray collisions with the atmosphere. That's what I was experiencing. This image here, which I just found, is very similar to what I was experiencing with this session. They were just all over the place. They were just everywhere. Like cosmic rays, move into the cosmic rays and describe their purpose. So I moved my awareness into the spectrum of rays, and it was very quiet and calm, beaming, directed. They feel like they are being directed. It's like a field, particle field. That's an interesting image right here. This graphic, because that's what I was inside of right here. All these, here's Earth, and all this field, and here's this wave, and this particle field, like a cosmic burst, plasma blast. This feels like a particle field. It feels like there is a level of awareness to it. That's what was. These two guys came back. There was an awareness. I'm thinking. I'm playing with this idea in my mind after this, and looking at some of this feedback and getting some ideas from in the comments. That this may be how the cosmos communicates with each other. How the planet bodies and stars and everything, how they communicate. Like these are like little message signals or something like that. I keep getting these two. I really like these two. I feel connected to them right now, just re-looking at this. Like a not from here, like they're not from here. Like they come from space. Move to the awareness in this ground. There is a stop and go sensation, like they stop, say hi, then go. That is how it felt like. They stop and say hi, and then keep on moving. Stop, look at you, and then they go. There's a good feeling. There's a really good feeling about them, like they are moving through temporary. I really enjoyed this experiencing these. Like they are moving through the neighborhood, or we are through theirs. That was a very interesting notion. Either they're moving through our area of space, or we are moving through theirs. So here's the Earth, and there's that big wave pattern. This is we're talking, you know, I'm looking from a size of our solar system here. So my perspective here is like I'm out inside of our solar system, and there we are on Earth, particles everywhere, and we're moving through this giant stream, giant field of particles. They're moving like a school of fish, or like a bird. You know, you see birds or fish, and they all kind of move at the same. You know, they follow each other, and that's what I was experiencing. It was amazing. This was an amazing, spectacular feeling and experience here. They moved like that. I was getting a sense of magnetic play, moving back and forth, crackling sounds, and this idea, this was Earth, and there was something pulling. There was a magnetic pull, a magnetic play going on here with this field here. This felt like something that was either outer in our solar system, or maybe somewhere else in the galaxy, but communicating and pulling. I don't even know. I was so overwhelmed that I had to end there. But this was really, really interesting to me. It was like the force field in which these particles move, and there was a pulling and just like this kind of communication going on. This was it. I was so overwhelmed that I had to pop out of there. But this is session number 3 here. This was really great. I was the perspective that my awareness was. There's 2 elements here that I really enjoy. One is being inside the particle. I love to go on the subatomic level. This is like home to me. So these particles are like my family here. I love to go into this realm of subatomic space. And then there was this macro realm here where I was way seeing in an extremely large fashion in this giant particle field that is so big the Earth is small within it. And so that was really, really awesome to experience that too. I like these guys. Yeah, this was it, this big field. And oh man, it was freaking awesome. This was an awesome experience. I don't understand I don't get all this science, you know. But I'm trying to do my research on it. I'll have to look up these muons deep under the Arctic surface. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into my research here. Yeah, there it is, the ice cube deep core. They put these things down, and then they capture these neutrinos in this ice cube array. Very, very cool stuff. I'm happy to be getting some feedback from some of this stuff. I was very happy with this project. I was just so thrilled to be in contact with these 2. So that is it for session number 3. I got session 4 coming up next, which is just as interesting, and then session 5, where the only thing I can say is there might have been some type of poltergeist activity or something going on. It was crazy. So thank you so much for checking this out. Just as a side note, I do have my Patreon If anybody wants to follow along in my Patreon here, where I go deep into exploration of some of my sessions. That's what I do in that. And then also the crypto viewing team, which I'm on now, I'm very happy about, with Dick Algeier and Daz Smith and Rock Arkey. Great guys. Check them out as well. And this is session number 3, session 4 coming up soon. Thank you so much. Many more to come.
Three 983-1594. Curving, sloping, point, sloping, curving, hard, natural. 3983-1593. Miss break. Three 983-1594. A. Sloping, curving, point, sloping, hard, be energetic. Three 983-1594. A. Curving, sloping, hard, and again energetic. Soft, hard, edged, bright, steamy, moving, across, edged, deep, dense, wide, close, zipping, inside, AOL break here, forming, or manifesting, that kind of thing. That's interesting. looping, vibrating. AI, excited. These two moving, communicating. Moving back and forth. These like interaction. Like the idea here, these two show up. Zipping in, moving in. This feels like some kind of communication. Between them. Like partners? Like a partner or these two come flying in. There's like there's a communication. And I want to know what that is. Stage 4, sensory, dimensions, AI, tangible, AOL, the signal. Move to the communication and describe it. Or what is being communicated. What is being communicated? Like a transmitting. Like a like beams. Connecting. Attaching. Like a web. This kind of reminds me of like entanglements. What is it communicating then? Communicating. Detectors. like all over. It's like they're all over. Coming and going. Getting this idea of Earth. Shooting up and down. Energy. Like bombarding the Earth. I'm gonna say it's like bombarding the Earth with cosmic rays. Like rays hitting the Earth. Spectacular. Spectacular. Sensory dimensions. Spectacular, like like cosmic rays. Move into the cosmic rays and describe their purpose. spectrum. Quiet, calm, beaming, directed. They feel like they are being directed. It's like a field. Particle field. Earth. Dimensions, AI. The signal. Like cosmic bursts. plasma, blast. This feels like a particle field. Feels like there is a level of awareness to it. These two. Like a not from here feel. Like they come from space. I'm going to move to the awareness and describe. It's like there is a stop and go sensation, like stop, say hi, then go. Or stop, look at you, then go. There is a good feeling about them. There's a good feeling about them, like it's like they are moving through. Temporary, like Like, let's see, stage 4. Like, they are moving through the neighborhood. Or we are through theirs. Like, I'm getting this idea. Earth. Giant field. Of particles or something like moving like a school of fish or birds, large scale. Okay, it's kind of rotating field. Like a surrounding Earth. It's like a magnetic play. Moving back and forth. crackling. Sounds. Pulling. AI overwhelm. I'm gonna break